I'm sorry I'm late. Rick wanted to go to Sonic, and we went to Sonic, and we ordered 3 corn dogs. We only got two, or yeah, corn dogs. And he ordered onion rings. I ordered French fries. We got those. We ordered chocolate milkshake, and we got vanilla milkshake. And really, pretty well much what we did was bring it home and throw it in the garbage. It was the most horriblest thing. Oh, it was nasty. Alright, we're on 2nd Chronicles 24. Alright. Joash was 7 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 40 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name also was Ziba of Bathsheba. And Joshua did that which was right in the sight of the Lord all the days of Jehoiada the priest. And Jehoiada took him 2 wives, and he begot sons and daughters. And it came to pass after this that Joshua was minded to repair the house of the Lord. And he gathered together the priests and the Levites, and said to them, Go out to the city of Judah, and gather all of Israel's money to repair the house of your God from year to year, and to see that you hasten the matter. Howbeit the Levites hastened it not. And the king called for Jehoiada the chief, and said unto him, Why hast thou not required of the Levites to bring in out of Judah and out of Jerusalem the collection according to the commandments of Moses, the servant of the Lord, and of the congregation of Israel for the tabernacle of witnesses? For the son of Athilah, that wicked woman, had broken up the house of God, and also all the dedicated things of the house of the Lord did they bestow upon Balaam. That's boy whining in the background. And at the king's commandment they made a chest, and set it without the gate of the house of the Lord. And they made proclamation through Judah and Jerusalem to bring in to the Lord the collection that Moses, the servant of God, laid upon Israel in the wilderness. And all the princes and all the people rejoiced, and brought in and cast into the chest until they had made an end. Now it came to pass that at that time the chest was brought into the king's office by the hand of the Levite. And when they saw that there was such money, the king's scribe and the high priest offered, and came emptied in the chest, and took it and carried it to his place again. And they did day by day, and gathered money in abundance. And the king and Jehoiada gave it to such as did the work of the service of the house of the Lord, and hired masons and carpenters to repair the house of the Lord, and also such as wrought iron and brass to mend the house of the Lord. So the workmen wrought, and the work was perfect by them, and they set the house of God in its state, and strengthened it. And when they had finished it, they brought the rest of the money before the king and Jehoiada, whereof were made vessels for the house of the Lord, even vessels to minister and to offer withal, and spoons and vials of gold and silver, and they offered burnt offering in the house of the Lord, continue all the days of Jehoiada. But Jehoiada waxed old, and was full of days when he died, and 130 years old was he when he died. Man, that's a long time. Now remember, back in Genesis, God said, "Oh, you only live like 120." 16. And they buried him in the city of David among the kings, because he had done good in Israel, both towards God and towards his house. Now after the death of Jehoiada came the princes of Judah, and made obeisance to the king, when the king hearkened unto them. And they left the house of the Lord God and their fathers, and served groves and idols. And wrath came upon Judah and Jerusalem for their trespasses. And so yet he spent prophets to them, to bring them again unto the Lord, and they testified against them, but they would not give ear. And the Spirit of God came upon Zechariah, the son of Jehoiada the priest, which stood above the people, and said unto them, Thus saith God, Why transgress ye the commandment of the Lord, that ye cannot prosper? Because ye have forsaken the Lord, he has also forsaken you. And they conspired against him, and stoned him with stones, and at the commandment of the king in the court of the house of the Lord. Thus Joash the king remembered not the kindness which Jehoiada his father had done to him, but slew his son. And when he died, he said, The Lord look upon it, and require it. And it came to pass at the end of the year, that the host of Syria came up against him, and they came to Judah and Jerusalem, and destroyed all the princes of the people from among the people, and sent all the spoils of them unto the king of Damascus. For the army of the Assyrians came with small company of men, and the Lord delivered every great host into their hand, because they had forsaken the Lord God of their father. So they executed judgment against Joash. And when they were departed from him, for they left him in great disease, his own servants conspired against him for the blood of the son of Jehoiada the priest, and slew him in his bed, and he died. And they buried him in the city of David, but they buried him not in the sepulchre of the kings. And those are they that conspired against him: Zabad the son of Shimeath, and Amaritas, and Jehobad the son of Shimroth, a Moabite. Now concerning his sons, and the goodness of the burning laid unto him, the repairing of the house of God, behold, are they written in the storybook of the kings? And Amaziah the son reigned in his stead. Alright, we're on 25. Amaziah was 25 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. And his mother was Jehoiada of Jerusalem. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, but not with a perfect heart. Now it came to pass, when the kingdom was established to him, that he slew his servant that had killed the king his father. But he slew not their children, but did as it was written in the law in the book of Moses, where the Lord commanded, saying, The father shall not die for the children, neither shall the children die for the father, but every man shall die for his own sin. Moreover, Amaziah gathered Judah together, and made them captains over thousands, and captains over hundreds, according to the house of their father throughout all of Judah and Benjamin. And he numbered them 20 years old and above, and found them 300,000 chosen men able to go forth to war, that could handle spears and shields. He hired also 100,000 mighty men of valor out of Israel for 100 talents of silver. But there came a man of God to him, saying, O king, let not the army of Israel go with thee, for the Lord is not with Israel, to walk with all the children of Ephraim. But if thou wilt go, do it, be strong for the battle. God shall make thee fall before the enemy. For God hath power to help and to cast down. And Amazi said to the man of God, But what shall we do for the 100 talents which I have given the army of Israel? And the man of God answered, The Lord is able to give thee much more than this. Then Amazi separated them, to wit, the army that was come with him out of Ephraim, to go home again. Wherefore their anger was greatly kindled against Judah, and they returned home in great anger. And Amazi strengthened himself, and led forth his people, and went to the valley of Salt, and smote of the children of Seir 10,000, and other 10,000 left alive did the children of Judah carry away captive, and brought them unto the top of the rock, and cast them down from the top of the rock, that they all were broken in pieces. But the soldiers of the army, which Amazi sent back, that they should not go with him to battle, fell upon the city of Judah, from Samaria even unto Beth-horon, and smote 3,000 of them, and took much spoil. Are they supposed to go home? Now it came to pass after that Amazi was come from the slaughter of the Edomites, that he brought the gods of the children of Seir, to set them up to be his gods, and to bow down himself before them, and burn incense unto them. Wherefore the anger of the Lord was kindled against Amazi, and he sent unto him a prophet, which said unto him, Why hast thou sought after the gods of the people, which could not deliver their own people out of their own hands? And it came to pass, as he talked with them, that the king said unto him, Art thou made of the king counsel? Forbear, why shouldest thou be smitten? When the prophets forbear, and said, I know that God hath determined to destroy thee, because thou hast done this, and thou hast not hearkened unto my counsel. And Amazi king of Judah took advice, and sent to Joshua the son of Jehoshaphat, the son of Jehu, king of Israel, saying, Come, let us see one another in the face. And Joash, king of Israel, sent to Amazi, king of Judah, saying, The thistle that was in Lebanon sent to cedar that was in Lebanon, saying, Give thy daughter to my son to wife. And there passed by a wild beast that was in Lebanon, and trodden down the thistle. Thou sayest, Lo, thou hast smitten the Edomites, and thine heart lifted thee up to boast. Besides, now at home, why shouldest thou mingle to thy hurt, and that thou shouldest fall, even thou and Judah with thee? But Amazi would not hear, for it came of God, that he might deliver them into the hand of their enemy, because they sought after the God of Edom. So Joash, the king of Israel, went up, and they saw one another in the face, both he and Amazi, king of Judah. at Beth-shemesh, which belonged to Judah. And Judah was to put the worst before Israel, and they fled every man to his tent. And Joash, the king of Israel, took Amash, king of Judah, the son of Joash, the son of Jehoshaphat, at Beth-shemesh, and brought him to Jerusalem, and broke down the walls of Jerusalem, from the gate Ephraim to the corner gate, 400 cubits. And he took all the gold and the silver, and all the vessels that were found in the house of God, with Obed-Edom, and the treasures of the king's house, and the hostage also, and returned to Samaria. And Amaziah, the son of Joash, king of Judah, lived after the death of Joash, son of Jehoshaphat, king of Israel, 15 years. Now the rest of the acts of Amaziah, first and last, behold, are they not written in the book of the kings of Judah and Israel? Now after the time that Amaziah did turn away from following the Lord, they made a conspiracy against him in Jerusalem, and he fled to Lachish. But they sent to Lachish after him and slew him there. And they brought him upon horse and buried him with his father in the city of Judah. All right, now we're on 26, and I am going to quit here. So all I can say is thank you, and I appreciate it when y'all comment and let me know that you all like me doing this. It really encourages me. I love you guys. A lot of hugs and kisses.